Alright, so this is going to be Mission 2 setup. I'm going to go ahead and get my briefing from GDF Leader.
Commander, still in one piece. Nice work, but we're not done here yet. Stand by. I'm patching you through to R&D. Dr. Francis wants a word with you. Dr. Francis, this is the one I told you about.
Just a second, Colonel. Ah, good. You're the one operating near Flotchasienov, right? Anything and everything related to Tempest research goes through my team. And Iceland has Tempest in abundance. We have over 24 harvesting jobs over there. And evidently the small military presence the Council deemed to allot us isn't anywhere near enough. The Dynasty wants the Tempest. I need you to keep them off our harvesters. I think you can do that?
Well, I'm glad someone could finally pronounce this Iceland city name. Tell me more about the Tempest.
First time working in the field with it? Vines are usually what catches the eye first, but it's the pods that are the highest interest. The fluid inside carries an incredible potential for energy conversion, clean and extremely efficient. Power that grows on trees. Far too hyperbolic for my taste, but you get the picture. I know Carmen and writhing, the Tempest looks downright nightmarish, but we found it favors areas of high fallout saturation for a reason. As it spreads, the radiation readings go down. Still, we have a lot yet to learn. I have biologists working on its cellular structure. The interesting thing is, it looks like a plant, but it's not. It's not even eukaryotic.
I don't even know what that word means, so I'm just going to trust you. How do you harvest the Tempest?
Our harvesters extract the Tempest fluid directly from the pods and carry it back to the refinery for processing, and is added to your credits. The refinery can only store so much, but you can use silos to store the excess. Harvesters are shielded to prevent the buildup of Tempest charge, but take care of how you position your other vehicles. A charge plays havoc with electronics, and most vehicles aren't graded for proximity to the Tempest. The Dynasty does things a little different. Instead of a refinery, they use those huge mobile rigs.
That does seem a little smart. What is the Tempest used for?
For the most part, the juice is used as an energy source. It's combustible, but the easiest and safest way to harness the energy is with simple electrodes. You don't have to worry about that, though. The Tempest you harvest is accumulated as credits, which you can then use to construct a base and build your forces. From the way the Tempest interferes with unshielded tech, it also shows potential for use on the battlefield, with charged imbued shells. We're currently field testing these. Before research was suspended, prior evidence indicates that no part of the Tempest formation is edible.
Wait, so someone was eating this stuff? Well, for some reason I shouldn't be surprised by this, but yet I am. Why do we always try to eat things we don't understand? Alright, no further questions.
Good. Take care of my techies out there. If you'll excuse me. Colonel.
Commander, I'm sending your troops to reinforce a base that just went dark. Push the Dynasty out, repair the base, and get our refineries back online. If the Dynasty are here for our Tempest, harvest as much as you can before they can take it. The nest has been kicked. Let's see what comes crawling out.
Alright, once more, we're back on the debrief screen. I do have markers by the doctrines, so let's take a look. So I got 2 points. First is going to be in comms, armored communicators. All units and buildings which provide comms have 40% increased health. The barracks now also produces comms. Health, air control tower, comms rig, beacon drone command unit, comms officer, barracks. Okay, let's check out the others. Mobility, rapid deployment. Structures are called down, built 20% faster, and return 50% bonus credits when sold. That seems like it'll come in handy. Intel. Advanced data collection. If marking expires on an enemy unit without it dying, the player will gain 1 intel. I can see the uses for it, but I feel like I've already kind of forgotten what intel does. I think the best universal one's going to be mobility tier 1. This is just stating, are you sure you want to buy rapid deployment? This action cannot be reverted, so I'm going to be locked in. Now I have a tier 2. Mobility, resistant treads. Harvesters move 15% faster, gain 20% more health, and heal 5 per 2 seconds. That does come in handy. But before I get that one, I feel like I need comms. I want a nice kind of firm foundation. I'll probably end up unlocking all the base ones, because I like to be a little bit more even in my tech trees. So we're just going to go ahead and purchase the armored communicators. Alright, so that's all the points, so I can't really do anything here. Next, I'm going to move on to the armory. Now, there is a lot to this. I'm not going to read every single one, because I'll just kind of slowly scroll through, and you can see it's quite a bit. Since I have played, I kind of know what I want. The big thing, though, that I didn't realize first playing through, one, you have credits, so your main credits are right here, and that's how much it's going to cost, but you also have loadout slots. Your loadout is going to be right here, and it's going to take up those 2 points, if it's a 2, or if it's a 1, or 3, 4, etc. So looking through some of these here, the one I think is pretty useful is going to be first aid kits. All infantry heal themselves over time when not in combat at a rate of 1% of their maximum health every 1 second. This way I don't always need to have a medic. So I'm going to go ahead and purchase that one. Since it is a 2 slot, this is just going to be stating, hey, are you sure you want to do this? It cannot be reverted. I'm going to say yes. I'm going to scroll back up. Since it is the 2 slot, it's going to take up both of those. I'm going to hit equip. And as you can see, it's locked them in, all slots, and everything is kind of locked in. You got the 1 slot even I can't get. Alright, so let's move on to mission. So now we're in the Hornet's Nest. Floor whatever in Iceland. Take command of our local base, remove the Dynasty foothold, and replenish our Tempest reserves. So we seem to have more secondary missions than primary, so I just have to be a little careful to make sure I don't lose those secondary objectives. And then we're going to go to the briefing transcript.
A GDF base is under attack. You'll be commanding the reinforcements. Reach and recapture the base before it falls. Once harvesting operations are back online, protect your harvesters as they gather the remaining Tempest. The Dynasty are establishing bases in GDF-held zones to take our Tempest. They are to be denied.
Alright, so it's just going to be kind of a resource run. Seems pretty cut and dry. Alright, let's roll right in.
Initializing. Please stand by.
You picking us up, Commander? Entering zone of action now. Let's get to the base. Weapons at the ready. We don't know what's out there.
The riot van can carry up to 6 infantry units at a time. Its riot suppression ability can stun enemy infantry for a few seconds.
Alright, and that'll probably come in handy.
What do you need?
It's gonna roll in,
Stay back.
smush this guy over.
Location set.
And
Roger,
we'll see if we can pull these guys a little bit
Line
away.
them up. On the road.
Be a little fancy with this barrel.
Hold the line.
At least attempt to.
Understood. I see him.
We're not gonna use our ability just yet, though.
On the road. Let's go. Roger, command. Received.
So let's just ease in.
Affirmative. Hold the line.
Let's just blow that up because I don't trust
Target spotted.
explosives around my units.
Heading in.
Gonna use our ability. He's now suppressed. He can't do any attacks.
Target spotted. Received.
Alright, so we're gonna roll in a little bit more.
Stay back.
And my ability's on cooldown, so I have to wait.
Location set.
And there is nothing really down here other than an alternate path.
Heading in.
So let's continue rolling on in, crushing the enemy.
Let's go. Affirmative. Everyone buckled in? Heading in.
We'll
Affirmative.
do a little exploring just to see if there's going to be any
Location
hidden
set.
money crates.
Roger, command. Location set. Received. Roger, command.
Alright, we're going to use our ability and suppress everyone. Doesn't look like those jeeps really cared about it. So we're going to
Affirmative.
continue forward.
Received. Let's go.
There's the base! Enemy sighted!
Alright, so we're going to unload our infantry, get some additional support here.
On the road. Ready for pickup. Head.
Primary objective accomplished.
Thanks for the rescue, Commander. We weren't gonna last much longer.
Good job, Commander. I have the base back online. Let's get that Tempest harvested.
Heading in.
Alright,
Kick
let's
it.
get our units.
Ready for pickup.
Network units gain advantage against marked targets.
On the road. Let's go.
So we're just gonna dogpile all the units up here. Gonna start repairing some things. And let's take a look at our base. Alright, so I don't really have much here. So let's get our barracks going.
Constructing.
Our power looks like it's going to be okay. I'm missing tech for some defenses here. So I'm gonna have to be a little cautious for the time being.
Construction complete.
So my barracks is here. I think, though, I want the vehicle bay, but I'm going to have to wait because I don't have enough. Now, I do have is secure the area for support beacon activation. He's going to be up here. Then use an engineer to place a guard tower in the targeted area. It's going to be right here. Now, I do have enough for an engineer,
Training.
so I'm going to grab him. And I'm going to do probably
Training.
5 operators. For now, I'm just kind of going to wait a little bit.
Alert.
I take my scout car. I want to scout a
Unit
little
ready.
bit. I'll make sure there's nothing over here that's hidden.
Roger.
Unit ready.
A lot of developers like to shove kind of special items all over the place in all nooks and crannies.
Rolling.
Unit ready.
Scouting.
Alright, so it seems we're all clear.
Roger.
So I'm gonna plop them over there. And grab my engineer. I go down
Unit
here,
ready.
deploy guard tower, because that's what I need
Base
to
is
do.
under attack.
And I'm gonna shove them as close to the wall as I can. Oh, but it seems my base is under
Secondary
attack.
objective accomplished.
Start repairing you.
Affirmative.
I'm going to grab my 2 pickles and fire.
On it.
Unit ready. Unit is under attack.
Alright, there we are. There's a little hidden guy right there, so I'm going to steal that money.
Pickup crates located. Acquired crates for immediate credit influx.
Looks like I took some damage over here in a little skirmish. I might have lost the vehicle, I'm not sure.
Ready, sir. No problem.
So now I'm gonna grab my little guys and put them in a fortification area there. To go back and see if I can build anything. I want the vehicle bay. So I'm gonna put them kind of nice snug up against here. I'll put a rally beacon right here, and have his rally beacon right here. That way it's just easier to clump everything together.
Style control. Up we go.
Construction complete.
Alright, it's completed. Before I build any additional units, I do want a harvester. Oh, and it looks like I'm being attacked.
Rifle ready.
So let me grab some units
You got it.
and help out the turret.
Affirmative. Engaging enemy. Targeting. Moving out.
Does seem I'm gonna need an additional turret
Unit
though,
ready.
if I want to make sure my base is a little bit betterly defended. And yes, betterly is now an official word. It's all words are made of. Just remember that.
Engineering. Yes, sir.
Loud and clear, Command.
Tools ready.
Alright, and the engineer can repair vehicles, which does come in handy.
Constructing.
I notice my power is going to be a little questionable, so I'm going to want to make sure to have additional power.
Constructing.
Otherwise my buildings go offline, and that is not good. Alright, I got my 2 harvesters. They're gonna go ahead,
Construction complete.
get me a nice big old amount of resources. Alright, so I got those up there. I'm kind of curious about what's going to be coming from my south, so I'm just going to drive around.
Roger. Scouting. Affirmative. On the road. Roger. On it. Keep an eye out. Moving. Roger. Scouting. Affirmative. On the road. Roger. Keep an eye out.
Unit is under
Alright,
attack.
so not too much. I'm just going to pull away from those units.
Affirmative.
Primary
I'm just gonna
objective
return to base.
accomplished. Silos detected. Destroy them to disrupt enemy economy.
Alright, so I completed the objective. I got plenty of resources. I'm going to build a satellite uplink, though, I think. I'll shove it right about here.
Constructing.
I also want a repair bay, so I can repair vehicles. That way I don't have to overly rely on an engineer. I'm gonna need more power too. And I'll get some more defenses up.
Our base is under attack. Commander, the satellite uplink grants access to upgrades for some structures. Select a structure to view available build pods. Construction complete.
Alright, that seems like it'll
Base
come
is
in
under
handy.
attack.
Instead of a Gatling turret though, I think I'm going to place
Unit is under attack.
maybe some grenades here. Oop, and it seems like they keep trying to break through my base. My overly eager soldiers really want to just destroy everything.
Construction complete.
Alright, so everything seems okay. I do have a build pod. Install Riot Pod. So if you ever played like StarCraft 2, it's kind of like the same upgrade system that you have on these buildings. So I'm going to go ahead and install the Riot Pod.
Researching.
Since this vehicle is damaged and 11 repair,
Sentinel there.
I'm going to start building some tanks. So I want to start rolling out and exploring a little bit more.
Training.
Come in, Command. Keep an eye out.
You grab my engineer though and shove him into the
Unit ready.
APC.
Commander,
upgraded. Unit ready. Unit ready.
Alright, so we're still doing good on our base defenses.
Grenadier!
Unit ready.
So we're gonna quickly check and see. So I still got some 5 units there. All my tanks have been built.
Unit ready.
I think what I want to do is maybe add some
Unit
more
ready.
defenses over here, but it doesn't look like this kind of deer tower will come in too
Constructing.
handy because it's smaller range. But should kind
Unit
of
ready.
swat away some pesky infantry. Alright, so I look to be secure now with all my units.
Your
I'm gonna
orders?
grab my army. I'm gonna push out and
Okay,
secure
it's-
this zone over here.
Location set. Received. Affirmative.
Commander, it looks like there's some larger Tempest fields in the area. I'm linking you up with a support beacon. Use it to build up structures away from your base. Secure the Tempest before the Dynasty can.
Alright, so now I have the
ready.
support beacon, which I don't have enough credits for just yet. Essentially, it deploys a beacon and I can build around the area. However, it wants me to build a refinery and my power is looking a little questionable. So I'm going to safely put another generator. And I'll put it right back there.
Constructing.
I'll wait to get a little bit more supplies. Everything seems a-okay.
Construction complete.
Standing by.
We're gonna kick out our engineer so we can go ahead and repair my vehicles. I'll load them back up. Alright, so we're gonna shove them back in. Still don't have enough for the refinery, but that's okay. What I can do is call in the supply beacon. Or support beacon.
Secondary
supply me
objective
too.
accomplished.
We'll get the refinery and we'll actually start building it.
Constructing.
It's not gonna fully build it, but it's gonna get it started. Now I'm gonna take a risk, even though this is a choke point and I should probably build right here. I'm just gonna assume the enemy's gonna be really dumb and they're just gonna keep attacking this gate. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead,
Ready to roll.
kind of let that do its own thing. I'm
Heading
gonna
in.
push out and explore.
Affirmative. Location set.
Our base is under attack.
On the road.
It looks like before I can, my base is being attacked, so I'm gonna hold off.
Insufficient funds.
So luckily my Gatling gun is still working here. They are kind of being outranged. So that grenade tower doesn't seem like a wise investment when it comes to the flat cannon guys. Alright, everything seems quiet. Everything seems good, so we're gonna move on.
Everyone buckled in? Roger, command. On the road. Kick it. Let's go. Heading in.
There's a damn rig on the ground! The Dynasty are taking the Tempest!
Engineers can repair vehicles, disarm mines, and construct guard towers. They can also capture enemy structures. Train an engineer and capture the Tempest rig to deny Dynasty harvesting.
Well, that was a little inopportune cutscene there. But it seems I still have the bulk of my forces.
Location set.
Nope, but I do have a tank sneaking up on me.
Received. Understood.
And clear these guys out.
On the road.
I'm gonna move south,
Kick it.
so I want to go for this rig. That seems to be right there.
On the road. Everyone buckled in? Heading in.
So let's do some light exploring, but I want to move up and get them, because I do have that
Roger,
engineer.
command. Target spotted. Hold the line. Received. Hold the line. Acknowledged. Hit. Stay back. Kick it.
Alright, so the area seems secure.
Affirmative.
A little bit, but it does seem there's a patrol to my northwest here.
Acknowledged.
Now we're secure.
Let's go.
Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead, find my engineer.
What do you need?
Ready, sir.
I'm gonna grab him. Instead of repairing my vehicles, I just want to steal that guy's harvester.
Sounds good.
Right there.
We'll patrol a little bit
Let's
here.
go.
Additional silos.
Alright,
We
so we're
should
good.
construct our own silos before we run out of Tempest storage. I'm in. Enemy rig secured, Commander.
Alright, so now we have him down here. He's a little exposed. So I'm gonna go for defenses. I'll call in a support beacon. I'll drop it down here. I'm gonna build some defenses.
Constructing.
Ready to
As
roll.
is, he seems to be taking some heat though.
Constructing. Unit is under attack.
Received. On the road. Roger, command.
Now, unfortunately, it seems I lost the vehicle to the Tempest. That's okay. There's plenty of others I can get. Now, since I do have these structures built down here,
Constructing.
which is mainly just the defense turrets, I can afford and get the wall.
Construction complete.
I'm gonna upgrade this wall with a gate. If it'll let me. Sometimes it likes to be a little weird building these gates. It looks like it's not too thrilled.
Constructing.
I believe this is a 4 block. It's quite possible this
Construction
little turret right here messed me up. So I'm just going to sell up to these 4 here and see.
Commander.
My units seem to be really getting pulled away.
Roger, command.
So I'm gonna hit hold position, see what happens. There we go.
Constructing.
But this turret kind of annoys me. So I'm just gonna remove him from
Construction
there.
complete.
And I'm gonna place, what are they gonna do, turret down there?
Right there. I see him.
I am using, or losing some units. So
Affirmative.
I'm getting a little outranged.
Kick it.
We're gonna fall back though,
Roll in.
because we're just getting a consistent stream of enemies.
Construction complete.
I'm just getting whittled down.
Affirmative.
So
On
we're
the
gonna go
road.
back here, start building up our forces
Training.
once more.
Training.
Okay, so they're gonna be dogpiling in.
Unit ready.
And it seems I'm getting outraged.
Unit ready. Training. Constructing.
So I'm gonna double up turrets here.
Unit ready. Additional silos required.
And it seems the one that's doing more heavy lifting is they're gonna do turret against that. And now my Gatling can finally target a little flank unit guy.
Unit ready. Constructing.
We're just gonna build a little 2 more walls there.
Unit
Just
ready.
make us a little extra secure so nothing
Constructing.
swings past. That harvester should be alright.
Construction complete.
So let's roll up here. It keeps yelling at me to build silos.
Unit ready.
So now I'm gonna find a spot I want to build my silos. Seems like I already got a few down here.
Constructing.
So I'm gonna add 2 more there.
Our base is under attack.
Location set.
I'm gonna get those guys repaired. My base is under attack, so I
Unit
assume it's
ready.
always gonna be kind of down here.
Receiving. On your command.
Alright, I'm just gonna
Understood.
single click
Vehicle
these
reporting.
units to get repaired.
Anywhere you say.
Unit ready.
Received.
Inward.
I'm gonna grab my little scout car and do a little scout.
On it.
Unit ready.
On the road. Keep an eye out. Roger. Moving. Scouting. On the road. Roger. Affirmative. On it.
Unit ready.
So I
Moving.
got some units up there. Oh, got a little patrol.
Keep an eye out.
Man, run away.
Roger.
See if I can pull them towards these defenses here.
Additional silos required.
Doesn't look like they're taking the bait though.
Affirmative. Roger. On.
Ooh.
The base looks heavily guarded. Is there another way in?
Our base is under attack.
Scouting. On the road. Roger.
Alright, so that base has some
Moving.
beefy defenses here.
Affirmative.
Don't think my scout car is gonna be able to
Base is
make it
under
back.
attack.
We've got some good intel.
Moving.
So let's see if I can be a little sneaky.
Scouting.
Ah, almost good, sir. I salute you. Alright, it seems our turret is taking quite a pounding. So let's get that back up there. So let's check back in on our main army here.
Ready for pickup. Heading in.
Looks like decent sized force.
Ready to roll. On your command.
So it should be enough to roll right into the base.
Ready
I don't
to
have
roll.
any secondary objectives, so I'm clear.
Our base is under attack.
My little outpost is being attacked up front. So let's real quickly throw out a few repairs.
Our base is under attack.
So gonna drag our mass army.
Affirmative. I see
Seems we're
you.
getting flanked here.
Received. Understood. Understood. Heading in. Let's go.
Alright, we're gonna park them right here for the time being while I check up on the little outpost. This will be alright. I do notice that there might be like a little path over here, since we don't want to attack the main front. So we've been
Location
warned.
set.
Let's try to do a little flanking maneuver.
Received. On the road. King it. Head. On the road.
We're gonna suppress these units here, but it doesn't work on vehicles.
Location set. I see you.
Base is under attack.
Line them up. Everyone buckled in? Roger, command.
Alright, so I'm gonna keep those units down there. Let me check on this outpost, do what I need to do, and move right back up.
Our base is under attack.
They really like that
Let's go.
outpost.
Stay back. Roger, command. Location set. Heading in. Line them up.
Alright, so this seems very lightly defended.
On the road.
We've reached their gate.
Received.
Continue on.
Affirmative. Hold the line. Location set. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Let's go.
I'm gonna park a few right here. I do see some
base is under
barrels. I'm gonna
attack.
see if I can maybe attack those barrels. I've just gone ahead, blown up their turret. So now their back door is completely
Roger,
exposed.
command.
That's never a good
Everyone
thing,
buckled in?
unless it comes to your mother.
I see him.
Alright, now their back door's open for business.
Hold the line.
Let's roll right in, cause some chaos.
Affirmative. Target spotted. Line locked. Received. Let's go.
We'll see if we can pull back some of these guys.
Hold the line. Roger, command. I see him.
What I'm hoping to do is to
Base
knock
is under
enough
attack.
power out
Hold the
so that way I
line.
can clean up those front fences.
I see him.
It seems
Base is
like
under attack.
you don't have any power, which is great for me.
Understood. Roger, command.
So I'm gonna take out these turrets.
Acknowledged. Everyone buckled in?
I'm gonna let these guys mop up a little bit. I'm gonna check on my outposts. Gonna top off, even though my victory is pretty much assured right now. But I'm gonna take everything down.
Target spotted. Affirmative.
Alright, I'm gonna pull my units back
On the road.
just a little bit. Now I'm gonna engage the silos.
Acknowledged. Line up. Hold the line.
That's all
Good
she
job,
wrote.
Commander.
Yet another victory I have claimed. Alright, let's continue on. Looks like I've been able to clear everything out so far still. This mission did take a little bit longer, which is to be expected. That's usually how RTS work. Starts off pretty quick and easy, and then it becomes extremely complicated. Alright, see you in the next one.